Welcome back, everyone, to session 15 of Council of Wyrms. Last we left off, the party finished their quests and secured the allegiance of Vulcan, Sword of the Dragon King.
We finished
One
one
down,
quest.
20 to go.
We
of Great
finished
Wyrms.
one quest, not our quest. Our quest implies that we did the whole thing. We're good. We saved the day. We did
Your
not do
list of
that.
items handed to you by Vulcan to secure his availability. I'll phrase
Yeah.
it that way. Your overarching quest is gather the counselors.
It is
One
very
down,
much still a thing.
19 to go. Oh boy. 5% the way there. Ish.
Yeah.
Ish. It's definitely more ish than 5%.
It's
It's a flexible number. It's a flexible number.
yeah. There's just
Where we pick back up with Alcar and Solstice in medical from an unfortunate encounter with a Tetsubo.
yeah. No, that thing sucked.
It did what it was designed to do: break bones and crack armor.
Yeah, noticed.
Higgins approaches over you,
Yeah.
having done the calculations on the charts and all. It should be roughly 10 days to reach Brisbane Naval Citadel. It will take a similar amount of time to return to Council Isle in the Hawaiian chain. Which is your decision to go? Is 10 days rest sufficient, or do you think you need a bit more than that?
Let me run a medical check, I suppose. Medicine check. See if Alcar has any inkling into this sort of thing.
Equinox is in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you heard all of this.
Yeah.
17. Okay. Out of game, if you had actual, real, full-on broken bones, it's like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Minimum for a full fracture. That being said, I mean, you don't have like full fractures, and you are magical species and all. So that being
We have
said,
magical healthcare.
yeah, and healing spells and potions and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You
Yay,
could
healthcare benefits.
make do with 10 days. I mean, total of 20 or 21 if you want to go to Council Isle, check in, get resupplied in Hawaii, and then go to Brisbane.
What
Won't
would the
necessarily be a bad thing.
what
I
would
mean,
the
that gives you
distance
extra time to
between
heal.
Council what would the distance between Council Isle and Brisbane be?
4,070, because I already calculated that before you left for Singapore. So going to Singapore is 5830, and then dropping down to Brisbane is 4070, versus going straight from Singapore to Brisbane is 3316 nautical miles.
So it would roughly
It would triple the distance to go to Hawaii and then back. Actually, hold on. Actually, let me get you actual proper numbers.
Yeah.
5830 plus 4070 is 9900 versus 3316. So yeah, it would be exactly 3 times the distance.
If we go to Brisbane, we can take advantage of our healthcare package.
Yep. And
Solstice stands up and he's just like, I've got 5 broken bones, which means I've got, I don't know, like 300 and some odd that aren't broken.
Give or take 30.
With Brisbane being a full Leviathan class naval citadel and being the site for Oceania Command, it will definitely have medical
Yeah.
facilities. The only ones that would be better than Brisbane will be at Wyrms Ascended itself.
And you know what? This one already has an advantage. No Ursula.
No chief medical officer for the order to fuss over you and be like, "What did you do, you?"
Yeah. I say that now,
What's
but
the
that's
matter
when
with
we
you?
find out. I say that now, but when we get there, that's when we find out that that Ursula is actually covering for somebody over here. and, and we're just and Alcar's like, son of a bitch. uh,
Or just finds out you're there and goes to the teleportation circle one stop.
nah, that's my babies.
Hello there! I heard you were in the hospital. Why are you here?
Alcar just
Wags
kind of
finger at you.
staring at the ceiling, begging for Bahamut to take him
Just
now.
like, why are you here? Solstice just like Solstice just like lifts up his head from the like the cot he's laying in. Equinox's dad with a club.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, so I think it makes more sense to go to Brisbane. We can do a lot there as well as take advantage of our medical facilities and employee benefits that we haven't taken advantage of in a while.
Mhm.
Uh,
He nods and heads off to the helm.
Yeah.
To
oh, that's where I am.
Yep, you're in.
I keep forgetting that I'm here.
Yep.
Ah.
And you
I keep
all.
forgetting that I'm immediately connected to the dragon, and it's not a happy time.
All right, he begins the. At this
Good.
point now, the procedure that you have become familiar with as you lift off, heading southeast
Yeah.
towards Brisbane Naval Command.
With my 17, does Alcar think one of his ribs is definitely broke, or is he more bruised?
I'm
Um,
mostly just saying Solstice has broken bones for like fun.
Yeah.
per story. You have
Yeah.
the story item broken bones, and not the mechanical. You have a broken bone.
Hmm
Yeah.
Dragons are tough.
I'm just
They can take a broken bone or two.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just asking more for tough guy
Mhm.
mobster reasons.
I'd say it's cracked. Well, not full on broken, but it's a little bit past bruised.
Okay, so he's like, yeah, Alcar's just kind of feeling his own side, and he goes,
Breathing, laughing,
that's close.
coughing, sneezing, all of it hurts.
Yeah, he's just like, yep, that's close. That's close to being broke. Ah, probably cracked it. Ah, you're. I'm gonna say it again. Your dad sucks.
You you don't. You just had to deal with him then.
Eh. So you're looking for revenge or something? Stick with me, kid. I'm pretty sure we'll see him again.
No pickings.
I'm gonna get and telling you what now. I tell you what. I'm gonna get his ass next time. Nobody makes it hurt for me to smoke.
Solstice
He
Solstice
says,
just laughs
well,
and then
yeah.
winces.
Bear in mind, Alcar is definitely smoking. each breath, each deep drag of his cigarette is followed by a wince, or at least a minor wince that he's definitely trying to hide, but it's visible if you're actually looking at him.
Mhm.
It's like, "Ugh. Has that cat been here this whole time?"
I guess Fluffington's is in there, watching you all with mild amusement.
Yeah, I think he.
Of
I think.
course.
I think he came in with you.
He perches on one of the boxes, like in that typical
Well,
like
how would you know?
zoomies and then hop, 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 perch, lick, 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 lick.
Yeah. Alcar's just like, yeah, that's about right. That's about right. Ma used to have a cat. Don't look at me like that. They get old. It happens. Hello, Biggins.
I don't know, that was
Biggins rolled
Biggins.
up like I heard Biggins rolling up like I heard you talking
Mention.
shit.
No. Clearly, he's just my hired voice actor for Commodore Fluffington.
Clearly. What'd you pay him in? Belly rubs?
Wait, he gets paid?
Yeah. What?
in
you guys are getting
food
paid?
and head scratches.
No, those are pretty good. Those are pretty good. Those are pretty good.
That's more than I'm getting.
I can't afford to free feed humans.
Players, we gotta unionize.
Hey, I wasn't asking for the food. I was asking for the head scratches. I don't know what the rest of you are wanting out of this.
Are you seeing the cost of food these days?
Yeah. I am. Yeah, so Alcar just Ugh. So, got any fun plans for the weekend, or just laying here praying that death takes you soon?
Who did you say that to?
The
Just
two of
in
you.
general.
Oh,
There's literally only 2 people in this room.
I didn't know if he said that. I didn't know if he said that to Commodore Fluffington.
Oh, fair enough.
I mean, he
So,
could have.
I'm here often.
You know what? Just go ahead and answer.
You did get an answer
Oh.
back. I don't know if you all heard it.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna try to help teach Equinox some flying, but
I could not have been more clearly talking to the cat.
We're like staring right at Fluffington.
Yeah. He's like got his eyes closed, like he's trying to get a nap, but he's in too much pain to actually sleep. Like, it is not clear at all. He's just being a dick.
Would you like some healing? I can head over there.
Break into Brad's house.
I could snap them back into place.
Don't do that. Don't you dare do that. You will make everything worse.
Provide a little bit of
actually, according to the injuries page on the injuries page with the actual rules, if we actually did have the broken ribs injury, it would take 10 days to heal.
Oh, well, that's surprisingly
hilarious.
We're in a world of
That is-
magic. We're in a world of
Yeah,
magic.
well, that is
And also it can
comedically
be healed by magical healing of 6th level or higher, such as heal or regenerate.
Okay, those
Yeah.
two make sense.
Yeah.
But broken ribs healing in 10 days, that is
I know,
hilariously
that's
fast.
really fast.
That would be like how long you have to stay in the hospital for serious broken ribs.
I mean that's longer than my building maintenance guy spent in recovery for his broken ribs. He fell off a ladder and he was back at work like 2 days later.
Yeah, but that's not how
Unlimited,
long the bone
unlimited,
fully reknitted itself.
Yeah, unlimited performance, of course, because yeah, but he had to. But yeah, no, he was back and he was. And I watched him. Yeah, and I watched him yell at somebody else to do stuff. I sit next to a station where they frequently have to lift a heavy box up high on a ladder to refill the glue station.
Yep.
And normally the building guy does it, but this time he had to get someone else to do it because obviously with broke bone he couldn't do that. So I just watched him sit in a chair and yell at the guy to do it.
Mhm.
I decided to stand out of the way because I didn't want to suddenly have a glue box fall on me.
Just like when my grandpa had a heart attack, and like 3 days later, he's like, "Can I leave now?" And he was like right back to it.
Uh-oh.
I think he's
hello,
I think
Spencer.
he's getting I think he's getting home, so now he can go to his computer.
Yep. He was making the funny sounds though.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, so he
how
probably
does
listened.
how does progress go, or did you want to wait for Spencer to reaffirm if he needed to do anything during downtime, I suppose?
Look at us come back to him. For the scale.
Yeah.
What are you all gonna do with it? I mean,
Good
you could
question.
always stick it in a box in the cargo hold and deal with it later.
Yeah. Good question. Alcar's just think we can put the scales on our stuff that we got from Hephaestus.
Yeah.
Who do you think we
Who's gonna be the
It would
guinea pig?
probably make sense to go ahead and use it now. I mean, we got it. Just don't know what it's going to do. Don't know how it's going to do. Don't know how difficult it is to swap them out. Who should we do it with?
I'm fine with whatever you guys want to do.
I need actual suggestions here. I am
I'm
in too
sorry.
much pain. I am in too much pain to make decisions for everybody.
I'm not even there, so.
Yeah.
I mean, this conversation could be happening later on when you're all like in the main hold or something like that, if you wish.
Yeah. When everybody's convening.
Or we could just move the two of you into medical as you were
So,
like, I don't know,
yeah,
checking on your
more
you're concerned, checking on your injured comrades or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. If you want to give Alcar a reason, Hannah, you could totally do that.
I know. I'm trying to think of a way that it would be in character to give Alcar a reason.
Yeah.
Wait, Solstice just like tilts up on the cot.
Yeah.
Wait, that's scale.
Yeah.
You telling me Vulcan gave us that scale from him? Like that's
Yeah.
one of his scales.
Yeah. Welcome back, Spencer.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah, he gave us his scale. Man, he really hit you in the head if you don't remember me telling you this earlier.
I mean, I was just waking up when you told me.
And Cracked Rib Alcar is really bringing out his dickish side.
What, you mean you're not all nice and fuzzy when you're in pain?
No, and I would be alarmed at whoever is.
Masochists, that's who. Masochists.
That such notions alarm me deeply. Not because I necessarily believe they're not that I necessarily believe them to be bad person. It's just that I personally find such notions possibly concerning.
Would you say that they are dark?
Don't know. Probably not that, because that would possibly invoke a certain creature that we dare not name.
What do you mean, dare? What do you mean, dare not name?
Dark notion.
Son of a bitch!
He was inside the barrel the entire time, listening in on the conversation. No!
God damn it, he's in the walls.
He's on the wall.
Freaking Skirbo comes out of nowhere. He's like, I found him!
Dog violent boys.
and then it just like cuts out to the book club. Why is Skirbo suddenly in this book?
Yeah. It's just like, why is Skirbo in this book? And he's just like, it was a very weird week.
Anyways,
he says, while clearly using a broom to try to work a dark notion out of the rafters.
anyways, Equinox will be like, doesn't Morthan's thingy help us find dragons?
Does it?
Oh yeah, I guess it does do that.
When you meditate on the crystal, it helps you recall draconic knowledge.
Huh. Might be useful. Could go with that. Don't recall what anybody else's does. I'm assuming if I did it, it would just it would just make my sword even nastier.
More swordier.
Mm-hmm.
Solstice,
Possibly,
Solstice, it would probably enhance some of his elemental powers, and me, I don't want to think about what that would do to the emptiness.
It's probably nothing to worry about. I mean, Vulcan himself said it was probably nothing to worry about. And if you can't trust Bahamut's personal paladin, who can you trust?
It's not him I'm worried about trusting.
What's that supposed to mean? Kind of side-eyeing you a bit.
Equinox like kind of pauses for a moment, and then really like quietly, like you can like barely understand what she says. I'm worried about trusting myself.
Yeah.
Like in what way? Actually, I don't even know if Morthan's even in the room at the moment.
No, we moved you on.
You're in the room. We're talking about.
I'm in the room now.
Yeah, we're having this conversation during one of the breaks you guys are having to check in on us.
In the way that I don't know how much I can control that emptiness. If it gets stronger, I don't want it to hurt anyone else.
I'm pretty sure at some point we're going to be talking to what was it, Merlin? Maybe they'll know something. They're the
Yeah.
magician.
You briefly consult the index page of Balscon's Tome of Great Wyrms,
ow.
and right beside, as you scroll down the list of names, Merlin's name says the High Wizard.
Yeah.
At least I assume
Yeah.
that's why you were thinking of Merlin.
Yeah.
As you confirmed, yes, Merlin.
Yeah, Merlin.
Says so in the book.
They should probably know something. If not, they're not very good. They're not very good at their job.
And that shield. The
Also, I'm
shield
pretty
seems,
sure it's our job to hurt people.
I don't.
Specific
Granted,
people.
a specific group of people,
I don't mean.
but people nonetheless.
I don't mean those people. I mean, I don't want to hurt any of you. I don't want to hurt people I care about.
Ah,
That's a nice notion. Maybe you should. A good way to check for that is to see if you can find a way to be able to direct this the what'd you call it, the empty. See if you can point it. If you can point it, then that means you have control. If you can't point it, well then yeah, maybe keep it in the back pocket for truly dire circumstance. Just trying to think of the scale though, because while finding dragons sounds very good, thinking about it now, we got most of the dragons we're talking to are right now are all the nicer ones who are probably more personable. And for the most part, it's been more of a they find us anyway kind of sitch. So not sure how useful that's going to be. I'd personally want to, if we run into more of those run into more of those Death Legionnaire bastards, I would prefer to have more hurt going into them. So I'd say we either go with the extra elemental stuff or make me stab better. Or maybe it'll do something good for Laurent. I don't know, make him defend better. I don't know what shields do. I don't know what magic shields do.
I think that's the primary thing that shields do is protect you.
I don't know
should
how
hope
magic
so.
shields work.
It looks like it's going to take
I
a
don't use
lot
a
of.
shield.
It looks like it's going to take a lot of scales to power up the shield, though.
Yeah.
It is a sizable shield.
Think like a dragon steel scutum with with the sigil of the Council of Wyrms sort of engraved in the back, and then across the face of it is a divot that corresponds with the size of the scale, but there is nearly 24 of them.
Yeah.
There's a large ring around the outside, and then there's like a smaller inner ring, and then in the center, in the dead center, there is a divot that is much larger than the scale you have.
Yeah.
Would anyone like to make a religion check?
Did someone say make a religion check?
An intelligence?
Would you like a D4 in these trying times?
Heck yeah, I'd like a D4 in these trying times.
I'm gonna roll this because Alcar knowing weird stuff is always hilarious.
Ront knows.
Joey, you're still rolling your stuff hidden.
Oh, sorry.
I was like, I can see it, but
I'll have you know I nat 20.
24.
Brad can confirm. I nat 20.
19.
19.
Thanks for reminding me, Hannah. But yes, I nat 20. hilarious.
Alcar, Laurent, and Morthan, all three of you separately come to the same conclusion that this being a very powerful, very special, very sacred draconic artifact, and the fact that you have a scale of one of the seven themselves, the most powerful gold
Yeah.
dragons in existence, in your hand, and this divot is much bigger than the scale in your hand.
Dwarfs that.
There is only one logical conclusion that you all three jump to at the same time. That slot is intended
Io.
for a scale of Bahamut.
Holy sh...
The king himself who
Yeah.
forged the shield in Mount Celestia, untold centuries ago.
Yeah, Alcar actually is like kind of comparing
it's dead center.
I imagine Alcar's holding the scale up and is like kind of comparing it with everybody's stuff.
Mhm. The slots
like-
and all the other devices are
Yeah.
roughly the same size as the scale. Maybe some are a little bit smaller, and you presume the scale might magically shrink down due to the
Yeah.
funny
but-
nature of draconic artifacts.
Yeah.
But it'd
But
be like
Alcar
holding up
actually,
a sauce plate against a
Yeah.
dinner plate, and you're like,
Yeah, but
one of these
Alcar-
is smaller than the other.
Yeah, Alcar is actually like comparing to the shield, and then he looks at the center one, compares the scale, and he just kind of goes, "Holy shit!" Possibly literally.
And the slot where the Bahamut scale would be sits dead center in the exact middle
Yeah.
point of the shield face.
Well, I'd certainly
It's like if it was if it was like a regular like wood construction with a metal frame round shield, the middle on the front side where the dome would be, where on the other side would be the center set handle, that on this shield is where the divot for the platinum scale is.
Yeah, Alcar just kind of looks at it. He's like, "You gotta be kidding me!" Oh, he thinks it. Oh, I'm betting he's thinking this is hilarious. Well, it's not funny, you platinum. And he clearly kind of stops himself from saying something that might actually get him into trouble.
Solstice like as he's about to say it, Solstice just glares at him.
Oh, betting.
He's like, "You platinum."
Betting.
Say it. Say it.
Don't.
Who all got it? Was it
One second,
literally
guys.
everyone? No, it looks like Hannah didn't roll.
No, I didn't roll.
Okay. Well, apparently, it looks like we might end up running into the big man at some point.
That would definitely be cool.
Wouldn't that be swell?
Look at. Because there's literally no way anything. Because I can't think of anything else that would fit in here. A scale from Bahamut. I mean, maybe a scale from Tiamat if you're suicidal. But, I mean, look at this. This is a great worm scale. One of Bahamut's 7, and whatever's going to fit in here is bigger than this. Can't be anything else.
I'm back. Sorry, my brother had a question about something. So I took my headset off, so I did not hear the last couple minutes of whatever you all were discussing.
We were just talking about the scale.
Mostly Bahamut, mostly Alcar just was commenting on the thing, but he also said, "Oh, he probably thinks this is hilarious." And then he was like, "Well, it's not funny, you platinum." And then he clearly stopped himself from whatever might have actually gotten him into real trouble.
Like, I probably shouldn't blaspheme a lesser deity.
Yeah, exactly. He's like clearly stopped himself from saying something that might actually get him into some real trouble. So he's like, but let's see. Where should we? But that doesn't really answer. But all of this doesn't really answer my question. Where should we put the scale?
I bet we're gonna run into more of those Death Legionnaires. This is Solstice talking. I bet we're gonna run
Yeah.
into more of those Death Legionnaires. I definitely like the ability to. I definitely like the idea of being able to beat up those guys better. I mean, did you
As
hear
do
what
I.
their boss called me?
A lot of people are calling you that these days.
Yeah. And they should all shut up.
You tell him.
I got a few. Yeah. Well, they got some other things coming. Still blowing my mind a little bit that we have this at all. Like dragons just don't give away their scales, let alone
Yeah.
great worms. It's practically unheard of.
Yeah. Sometimes you hear stories about like this is Solstice again. Sometimes I heard a story once about like someone going on a quest to just get a glimpse of one of the seven. And now we have one of their scales.
We'll probably see him again. I was a little dumbstruck by the whole scale thing. Pretty sure I accidentally invited him to drinks. I think I'm building a pretty good rapport with him. Unintentional dig at Solstice. Who missed the whole thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I wish I could have been there. Stupid broken ribs, stupid club. Equinox, your dad sucks.
Preach.
She's just, I know.
You gotta keep hearing it until my ribs stops hurting. And even then, well, no, I ain't promising anything for Solstice. Sometimes I don't know if he knows how to shut up.
Hey!
You're right. We could table the discussion for the scale another day.
How close were you holding it up to the shield just as when you were comparing its size?
Probably not terribly close. Like
Oh.
maybe still got a good, at minimum, 5 inches.
Okay. You start feeling a tug on it, like you're trying to fight two magnets from
Yeah.
pulling together. It's hard to pull on you.
Everybody keep your stuff away from it until we figure out what we're gonna stick it to. Looks like it wants to stick to everything. Well, now I have a question, but now I have a question, but I'm not willing to test it. So I suppose we table the scale discussion for another day.
Yeah.
Okay.
And get more rest
Alright.
as we wait.
Alcar and Solstice, do you two rest in the medical adjacent rooms, or do you return to your own cabins below?
Probably start by resting in medical and then later return to
Probably
cabins.
start here and then maybe later go to cabin to try to get some work done.
All right.
Though I imagine the probably first 5 days of waiting around here probably was slowly driving Alcar crazy, as Solstice who is reasonably bored out of his mind, was asking more and more questions about Vulcan and the whole scale thing, and it's until I imagine it just gets to the point where Alcar just kind of goes, "Fine, just take it.
Solstice just like
Take the scale and leave me alone."
Solstice just like holds it for a second and is just like looks up and down between it and Alcar. He just shrugs.
Yeah, he's just like, Alcar is too busy wanting some peace of mind to care about whatever struggle you're having at the moment.
As you move, you're holding it and looking at it, and you begin to bring it close.
No, Solstice isn't doing that.
Okay, never
He
mind.
just like pockets it like
Fair
we said we were gonna table that discussion for later, and Solstice is going to hold to that.
Yeah.
Fair enough. About day 6, you all have relocated to your regular
Yeah, good.
cabins, and
The hell?
arrange yourselves however you wish. Reconvening in the common area.
That's weird.
What? What's weird?
Huh. I can't seem to drag my character anymore.
Oh, you probably ended up in a wall or something like that.
There we go. What the heck?
Would you all like to read the other 2 entries in
Oh, yes. Yes, we got to
Hephaestus'
do that.
archived ledger?
Yeah, we got to do that. Who wants some story time? Read the archive.
Ooh, I love story time.
Story time.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
You open to the 3rd entry in this tome with Hephaestus' draconic writing. On the unquiet skies and the restlessness of the world, council eyes only, not to be entered into general archives. Early spring, years 750 after the fall of the molten peak. I have lived long enough to learn that the world itself possesses rhythms. Mortals speak of seasons, druids speak of cycles, and wizards speak of ley lines and conjunctions. We dragons simply listen. There's a pulse to the mountains, a cadence to the oceans, a pattern to the winds. One learns these things after enough centuries. The pulse is wrong. I first noticed it in the storms. Tempestus sent word, not an alarm, that would be unlike him, but an irritation. Great hurricanes had formed over waters under his dominion without his invitation. Storm fronts merged and twisted together into impossible shapes, growing stronger than any natural confluence should permit. He assured me that, once his attention was directed toward them, he could still command the weather and bend it back into order. The troubling part was not that he could not stop them. It was that he had to. For the king of storm and sea to consciously wrest control of weather within his own domain is akin to me needing to remind my own heart to beat. I have known Tempestus for many centuries. I have seen him laugh at typhoons and shape tidal waves with an idle flick of a claw while debating the merits of honey pastries. I have never before heard him describe a storm as unexpected. There is a pause. Presumably a later update to this entry.
Yeah.
The snows do not fare any better.
Reports from the northern reaches speak of blizzards that bury roads and villages beneath walls of white in a matter of hours. Entire kingdoms now prepare winter granaries despite spring's arrival. Caravans vanish. Rivers freeze long after they should have thawed. Kyon remains within her northern halls, occupied with her brood and largely withdrawn from draconic politics. I know her well enough to know this is not her doing. Were she responsible, the ice would be precise, measured, beautiful in its terrible symmetry. This is wild and uncontrolled. It is as though winter itself has forgotten its appointed boundaries. Another pause. The volcanoes trouble me most. Several dormant mountains have awakened with little warning. Some have not burned in centuries. Others have no business burning at all. More curious still, Ares has not acted. I know his moods. I have recorded centuries of them. His grief has always echoed through the mountains around him. His rage has often stirred the earth itself. Yet the recent eruptions have occurred in places beyond his immediate influence, and reports from Vulcan suggest the fire's wrath has remained largely within Vesuvius, pacing like a caged beast rather than unleashing his fury. That distinction matters. Should Ares decide to vent his wrath upon the world, the signs will be unmistakable. These mountains burn without his hand. I find that deeply unsettling. Thermon Stonefist, meanwhile, has continued assembling his coalition. The dwarven general is competent, far more competent than many rulers seem to appreciate. And rumor suggests he has begun coordinating supply chains between nations that only recently considered one another rivals. The mortals believe they prepare for a dragon. I wonder if they prepare for the wrong one. Another pause. Even the beasts of the wild have changed. Merchant caravans report wolf packs attacking fortified settlements in broad daylight. Herd animals stampede for no obvious reason. Great flocks of birds abandon ancient nesting grounds. Fishermen
Sounding all
speak
familiar?
Fishermen speak of entire shoals changing migration patterns overnight. Several younger dragons have also remarked that hunting has become strange. Game animals seem less fearful, yet more desperate. Predators kill beyond hunger. Old instincts are being displaced by something I cannot name. I shall have to speak with Rithbahir. If there is any living creature in the world who understands the quiet language between beast and wilderness, it is the gardener. He notices the first flower to bloom in spring and the last leaf to fall in autumn. If the natural order is fraying, he will know when and where the threads first began to pull loose. Assuming, of course, I can persuade him to speak of anything other than his latest impossible hybrid rose. There are other matters.
Equinox shivers at the mention of Rithbahir's name.
A history?
The wizard who transformed me.
Ah.
There are other matters weighing upon me besides the weather. Mortis grows bolder. The Legionarius Mortem continues its expansion through the eastern realms, swallowing border kingdoms one by one beneath banners of black iron and disciplined death. Scouts report his armies pushing toward the great port of Telmer. If the city falls, the eastern seas will become a graveyard. I cannot decide whether Mortis is exploiting the world's present instability, or whether he merely fails to notice it. Neither possibility comforts me. Vulcan has requested aid in checking the Legion's advance, though pride prevents him from admitting it openly. I suspect he fears becoming too heavily committed while Ares' temper worsens. A reasonable concern. And there's a small gap. One brother marches to war. The other teeters on the edge of it. There's another pause. Fortunately, Paladin Voldroth has acted. His scaled order has dispatched Tiberius Ironfang and his entire Special Forces division to reinforce the defense of Telmer. I confess a quiet fondness for the old Smilodinoid. There is a simplicity to his convictions that I find refreshing. He serves not for glory, wealth, or draconic favor, but because evil stands before him and someone must oppose it. Bahamut has always favored such souls. Tiberius's clan commandos themselves are unconventional. They solve problems in ways many dragons would never consider. Their methods are untidy, occasionally reckless, and often expensive. They are also effective. Perhaps that is the greater virtue. Another pause. I believe the time for waiting may be ending. The Council of Wyrms was not meant to convene again for several more years. Ancient creatures dislike unnecessary meetings, and Hermes alone can turn a single afternoon into a month-long exercise in patience through practical jokes, misplaced records, and whatever new definition of, quote, humor, close quote, he has discovered. Yet I find myself considering an early summons. The storms grow stronger, the mountains burn, the snows deepen. Beasts of the world act as though they hear a distant call. Arius stands on the edge of old grief. Mortis marches. And somewhere, if old stories and stranger rumors hold any truth at all, forgotten powers are beginning to stir beneath the earth. I dislike coincidences. They are usually history's way of warning us that we have missed something obvious. I shall speak with Voldrov. If the young knights Aldan spoke of truly are crossing paths with so many threads at once, perhaps it is time they carried messages instead of merely swords. Gathering the counselors is dangerous work, but it may prove less dangerous than allowing each of us to face whatever approaches alone. I only pray to the Dragon King that when Hermes inevitably arrives, he leaves the archive doors intact. The last time he visited, he convinced Churchill, that little pseudo-dragon belonging to Sir Winston Graves, that opening locked doors was, quote, an excellent game, close quote. I am still finding teacups in restricted sections of the library. That is the end.
Alcar quietly
the third
thinking that he
entry.
might want to compare notes with this Churchill. Thievin notes.
Apparently, Churchill was convinced that opening locked doors was an excellent game.
Yeah. Fun game. Oh. How many more chapters we got of this?
There is one more entry.
Should we go ahead and get it taken care of? Group?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
might as well.
All right.
All right.
I'm going to keep reading
Latest entry
because we all know
And
it's
this-
Alcar reading this out loud.
in this ledger. Personal observations and matters of grave concern. Mid-spring, year 750 after the fall of the Molten Peak. Anticipated 5th year of Fire's Wrath. Shortly before my departure for the Northern Volcanic Chain. I have now sent formal summons to every seated member of the council. I have received precisely 0 reply. Under ordinary circumstances, this would be merely irritating. Great worms are, almost by definition, difficult correspondents. One does not simply demand the attention of beings older than kingdoms and expect an immediate answer. Yet the silence feels wrong. Kion has secluded herself within her northern halls with her brood, and I honestly cannot fault her for that. The first years of a wormling's life are precious, and I suspect she has little patience for the squabbles of the wider world at present. Merlin has vanished into his libraries again, which likely means he is either researching the cause of our present troubles or has already found it and is trying to determine whether anyone else is intelligent enough to understand it. Vulcan has not answered either, though my brother has an excuse. Reports indicate he has spent the better part of the season attempting to contain Mortis' advances in the eastern lands. The Legionarius Mortem grows bolder by the month. Entire cohorts are on the march, and the old black tyrant seems content to throw away soldiers by the thousand if it gains him another mile of territory. Ares remains at Vesuvius. That, in itself, concerns me more than I care to admit. 750 years have passed since the death of his son. I have observed him through many of those anniversaries, and I know the old wounds never truly heal. They simply scar over until memory tears them open again. He fights his grief in the only way he has ever understood, by transforming it into anger and daring the world to survive it. So far, he has held. I do not know how much longer that statement will remain true. Iolus and Tempestus have apparently entered into some sort of commercial arrangement. I've not yet discovered the particulars. Knowing those two, it could involve maritime insurance, magical shipping contracts, or a wager over who can acquire the most absurd artifact before the year is out. Regardless, neither has answered my summons. Rithpa here is either quietly scheming or conducting another biological experiment. With him, the distinction is often academic. Wolfram, meanwhile, continues to sleep. He always does. I sometimes think the great tungsten colossus regards the waking world as an interruption between naps, only to be tolerated when krakens rise or the Trask decides civilization has existed long enough. Should I need him awakened, it will be a monumental undertaking and an even greater annoyance. The reports from the mortal realms are no better. The Legionaris Mortem has begun its march on Telmere in earnest. Scouts report that nearly the entirety of the Legion's active strength is converging upon the region. Additional battalions continue to arrive from distant fortresses and occupied territories. The once stolen documents, it would seem, were no exaggeration. General Theramon Stonefist has answered in kind. The coalition he is assembling is unlike anything the younger races have attempted in centuries. Dwarves, humans, elves, beastfolk, dozens of lesser kingdoms have begun moving men material toward forward operating positions. Their target is, officially, to contain the growing draconic threat. Unofficially, they are preparing for war against Ares. Arveamir's information network, obtained at no small expense and accompanied by an invoice I suspect was written more for her amusement than my benefit, suggests that Theramond is considerably more dangerous than most dragons realize. I am not sure he believes he can slay a great worm. I know he intends to deny one the sky. Entire guilds of dwarven master smiths have been commissioned to construct a specialized anti-dragon ballistae and armor-piercing siege bolts. Against Ares himself, they would achieve little beyond making him angry. Against Supreme Commander Arithus's Flames of the Friar's Wrath, they may prove devastating. One does not need to kill the dragon if one can kill the rider, or force an injured dragon to retreat. I suspect Theramond understands this. The disturbances in the natural world continue
It
to
turned
escalate.
out he did not. We find out in a news in like newspaper recordings of the international news of this dwarf king getting his entire country absolutely curb stomped by Ares.
The more we hear about Ares, the more I'm sure Ares just needs therapy.
Yeah. Look, do
Just
I
you
look
wait.
like a therapist?
Just you wait. I have other documents that you will eventually come across that will tell the other side of the story.
That'll just tell us that Ares needs therapy even more?
If you decide to take the dragon point of view, you shall see. The disturbances in the natural world continue to escalate. Storms of impossible violence continue to form over seas that should be calm. Tempestus himself has repeatedly been forced to consciously seize control of tempests that arose without his will. He assures me that once confronted they yield readily enough, but the fact that they must be confronted at all troubles him. That alone should trouble everyone else. Blizzard spread across the Northlands with unnatural ferocity, while Keon remains withdrawn and has, according to every report available to me, done nothing to provoke them. Volcanoes awaken with little warning. Some have slept longer than entire civilizations have existed. Now they rumble and spit ash into the heavens as though answering a call unheard by mortal ears. The beasts of the world continue to grow more restless. Flocks scatter for no reason. Herds stampede without predators. Creatures ordinarily content to avoid settlements have become unusually aggressive. I need to inquire with Rithbahir. If anyone would notice subtle changes in the behavior of the world's living things, it would be him. I simply pray he is not the cause. Perhaps the greatest source of frustration is that I increasingly believe the Council of Wyrms will no longer be enough. I have spent ages ensuring that dragons solved dragon problems and that mortals were not dragged into quarrels older than their bloodlines. That luxury may be ending. Aldan spoke to me some weeks ago. His words have lingered in my thoughts ever since. There are those who will become important. Remember their names. You need not seek them now. You will know when the hour comes. At the time, I assumed he referred to some future generation of champions. I have since learned that their time has come as Voldrov's reports continue to shine favorably on them. Alcar Palaralia, the sharp-minded purple dragonborn, apprenticed to Andor Eardek. By all accounts, he possesses the disposition of a disgruntled investigator who has been awake too long and trusts too few people. I am told he asks uncomfortable questions and has an unfortunate tendency to discover answers. More
That's Alcar.
Morthan, an animated history book turned wizard. I refuse to elaborate.
Did frickin' everybody know this except me?
I refuse to elaborate further until I have met him myself, because I am still not convinced someone is not playing an elaborate practical joke at my expense.
This
Mhm.
was on your side of the nightstand that's between our two beds.
Here be yours.
Okay. I just wanted to check that before I took the cash.
Yeah, it's your money that you left here.
You are not bigots.
Wanted to make sure I wasn't.
Your brother sounds exactly like you,
Oh, watching and thundering.
but at a different pitch.
This one is not biggins either.
Brad seems to have come. He's turned on.
I had other questions I had to answer.
Yes.
Yes, so. So you have description Morthan, and he refuses to elaborate because he's still not certain that someone's not playing an elaborate practical joke on him.
Yeah.
Laurent Revisier, perhaps the most remarkable of the five, a grace seeker, an oathbreaker in reverse, a former servant of the Legionarius Mortem who did what no one else has ever accomplished. He walked away. The impossible should not exist, and yet there he stands. I find myself continually wondering whether the greater miracle is his escape or the fact that Voldrov allowed him through the gates. Equinox, a being touched by void and radiance alike. The reports describe a draconic soul carrying the appearance of a night sky filled with distant stars. I know almost nothing else about them, which generally means Merlin already knows everything and is refusing to share. Solstice, a young dragon of
Punk-ass
mixed
bitch,
silver
apparently.
and white lineage. Observant, fiercely loyal to his companions. The reports speak highly of both his discipline and restraint. An odd assortment. A suspicious dragonborn, a living book, a redeemed legionnaire, a draconic being of mysterious origin, and a young hybrid dragon. By any sensible measure, they should not function as a company at all. And yet Aldon spoke of them. That alone is enough to command my attention. I have also given
That
further.
is actually a pretty accurate assessment of this party. This shouldn't work. This is. This shouldn't work, but it does for some reason. Please keep going.
I have also given further thought to the composition of the council itself. Mortis' seat has remained vacant for far too long. Originally, I had hoped it would serve as a reminder that power abused may be stripped away. Instead, it has become a symbol of absence. perhaps the time has come to fill it. Our Veamir Palaralia of the Purple Bloodlines has built an information network that rivals the spy services of entire kingdoms. Her Chroma Cartel reaches places my own archives never will, and, if open conflict erupts, her family's unusual aptitude for coordinated plasma strikes may prove unexpectedly valuable. Moreover, inviting the Purple Great Worm would answer a criticism I have heard whispered more than once, that the chromatic dragons remain deliberately underrepresented in the council. Likewise, perhaps the descendants of Sardior should no longer remain outside our deliberations. Endar Nim of the Amethyst Dragons, with his endless
Alcar
inventions
trying not
and
to
impossible
salivate at the
machines.
opportunity.
Endar Nim of the Amethyst Dragons, with his endless inventions and impossible machines. The Diamond Worm Zarin Maroon, the Wayfinder, whose maps reach places beyond the stars, where even dragons forget. Culinir Thraxvala, the Sapphire Warlord, whose strategic mind may rival Rithbahir's own. Obsidian Kilimanjaro, Guardian of the Mountain, who perhaps understands Ares better than any of us. Valen Zyref, the Record Keeper of the Emerald lineages, whose obsessive cataloging of history somehow makes even my archives appear incomplete. I suppose I should extend an invitation to Andromeda as well, though I suspect she will use the opportunity primarily to complain that Tempestus owns entirely too much coastline. Again. Again is bolded and underlined.
Yeah.
I have delayed long enough. The signs are too many. Storms, the fires, the legion, the silence of the council, the gathering armies of mortals, and the old griefs awakening in creatures powerful enough to reshape continents. For the first time in nearly 1,000 years, I fear the Council of Wyrms may not be enough to preserve the peace. I dislike involving mortals in matters that begun before their great-grandparents' ancestors first learned to shape bronze. But the time for such reservations has passed. I believe the hour Aldon spoke of has arrived. Tomorrow I depart for the northern volcanic chain of Alaska to seek out the 5 individuals whose names have recently found their way into my records. Whether by fate, prophecy, or mere coincidence, the threads of the world seem to be drawing toward them. Unknown to them, they may have become the key to reconvening the council itself. I can only hope they are equal to the burden that is about to be placed upon their shoulders. And, if I am honest with myself, I hope we have not already asked too much of them. And thus ends.
I find it funny that was like his last entry, and then the first thing he got when he met Alcar was Alcar bitching at him for giving him so much work.
That is the most recent entry in
Was
this
that?
ledger. That is the end of the most recent entry in the
All right.
archive ledger. Perhaps
All
there
right.
are more archives you can find about other matters pertaining to the council.
Yeah.
Maybe he even has some inside details on Varjan and others.
Yeah, go get more. I gotta go get more. I gotta get more.
More lore.
More.
Out of curiosity, are there empty pages, or does it?
Yes, there are empty pages. Presumably this was his ledger for this year, and
Yeah.
he just hasn't made new entries yet.
Yeah. Let's just hope he's not looking for it. If he does, I'll just tell him he dropped it. And I thought it was something we needed.
So there's something I could do, but it would be wildly out of character, so I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
Because I have Identify, and I'm like tempted to cast it, but like it would be wildly out of character for Equinox to do that, because she already feels kind of gross about Alcar just reading the journal to her, and it would be more out of character for her to like
Yeah.
go snooping herself.
Yeah.
You were considering casting Identify on the archive?
Yeah. If there's like invisible text or something. But I am not. I am not casting
Unlike-
Identify.
Unlikely, considering that this book was found not long after our exchange.
Yeah, but possible. Anyways, doesn't matter because I'm not doing it anyways.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I go ahead and do whatever else needs to get done. I will be back.
All right.
As
Well, that's an interesting read.
I'm assuming as like Alcar leaves the room temporarily, like out of character, like in character.
Yeah,
since
probably. He
Joey
probably
left.
goes to the loo.
What do Solstice pulls out the scale again and looks at it. Looks over at Laurent. What
Mhm.
do you think about this?
Well, I definitely think it's interesting.
I mean, do you want it?
Oh, well, I
The
mean, if
scale.
you guys are... I mean, if you guys aren't going to... If no one else is going to use it, then yeah, sure, I could take it. I think it'll fit nice in the shield.
Solstice like puts it on the table and like slides it across the table like like you know that the
Like a big dinner plate.
yeah.
It makes the sound of metal sliding across the table.
Yeah, Laurent will catch it.
Alrighty. Does anyone else make any other?
Does Solstice want it? Yes, but
Mhm.
but sometimes Solstice can get cocky, but he's still awkward, so he is still autistic.
Mhm. Okay. Laurent, are you going
Yes.
to stick the scale on the shield? Are you going to see if? Are you going to see about Morthan? What are you going to do? You have the scale.
I'm just in the room.
That's my question. What do you do with it, Laurent?
I am going to take out the shield and slip it in.
Okay, you pull the shield out and you move the scale towards it, and then it shoots out of your hand as it attaches to the shield, as it magnetically adheres.
Ooh, feisty little guy.
And then you feel a pulse of heat where you're gripping the shield, as you all watch as like a gold radiance briefly like circles out from where the scale is, like a ripple from tossing a stone in a lake, until it hits the edges and then
I'm back.
dissipates.
Welcome back.
Solstice slid. We decided Alcar got up and walked to the loo.
Fair
while you
enough.
were
And Solstice gave the scale to Laurent.
You're off.
All right.
You come
That's
back in
fine.
the room and you see a ripple of golden light sliding across the shield with a gold scale now attached to its side. And it shield briefly like feels heavier and then lighter, and then there's a like stabilizes. Do you wish to keep the scale on the shield? Do you wish to try and pry it off to put on one of the other items?
I want to try taking it off, just for shits and giggles.
Okay. Are you going to see if there's a trick to it, or are you just going to try and
I'm
pull
gonna
it
just
apart?
try and like grab it and just like try
Okay,
to.
make
pull it
an athletics check.
I'm not that good at that. That's okay. Oh, okay.
Like the stone.
I'm not that good at it.
It's just like that stone in Alaska.
Yeah, it's the stone.
You just being metal yourself. You're like,
Got this.
how hard could it be? You sort of like put your foot, you set the shield down, put your foot on the shield, and just sort of pop.
Actually, because
Yeah,
Laurent's a
you-
synth steel, he probably like started to pry it up, and then his hand like liquefied and went underneath it, like wrapped around it completely.
He like made his hand into like a little scythe and just like scooped it.
Solstice just like looks at him as he's doing that. I didn't know you could do that.
And then once it like pops free, because the amount of force you were doing, you sort of like fall backwards into the table as you stumble backwards.
What did you
Okay.
just do
I'm
with
good.
your hand?
I used it.
Laurent's weird. Didn't we already establish that Laurent's artificial?
Well, yeah, but
Yeah, I'm not real.
yeah, we did already establish
Oh,
that.
you look pretty real to me.
But artificial beings are made of like solid materials, not. Well, I guess he's a shapeshifter.
Alcar
I
picks
can
up
be.
Alcar grabs Morthan's book and just kind of shakes it. Does this look solid to you?
I love the sound effect, Spencer. I love it.
Perfect edition, Spencer.
Perfect.
10 out of 10, no notes.
Shake it.
Oh my god.
It was just startling. This weekend has been a lot of new tricks.
Yeah, you know what else I could do?
Equinox with her emptiness, and now Laurent with whatever that was.
Okay, so Laurent still has his helmet on, but he's like, wait, I could do something. Okay, let me think about it for a moment. And you hear that the like his helmet starts to like creak a little. He's like, oh it's too small. And he's gonna take his helmet off. And he's gonna like his head looks exactly like Alcar's. Or, like he looks exactly like Alcar now.
Yeah. Alcar looks at that and he goes, and Alcar rather than getting offended or irritated, he just kind of looks at it like,
I wonder if I can try to do that.
Oh yeah, go ahead, try.
Morthan flips to a random page and then suddenly the book starts to become very fleshy as it turns into a version of Alcar's face.
there are. You two are just giving me so many opportunities, it's not even funny.
Hey, look at me, I'm Alcar.
I smoke so much. I should probably get my lungs checked.
The funny thing is, Laurent can change his
Alcar
voice
just
too.
kind of goes, Laurent.
Yeah.
Alcar just kind of goes, Laurent, wait a sec.
Yeah.
And then he actually
Walks up
just
and puts a cig
takes it.
in his mouth.
Yeah, he actually takes the cigarette he's currently smoking, puts it in Laurent's mouth. Just 10 out of 10. It's perfect.
Uncanny.
10 out of 10. Flawless.
Like
Thank
take
you,
your hat
thank you.
off and put it on Alcar. Yep.
No, he's not taking his hat off. That's my hat. Besides, I'm pretty sure he has it hanging in his cabin at the moment.
Mhm.
Hey, gabagool, am I right?
Hey, I'm walking here.
I don't think I've ever said that. I don't think I've ever actually said that.
Solstice looks over at him. Say it.
Say the line.
Say it.
Say it. Say it. Say it. Say it.
Alcar lights a separate cigarette for himself now that he's given one to Laurent. He just goes, takes a long drag, and then blows a smoke ring towards Solstice and says, "No."
Dude, I'm gonna go get some. I'm gonna go to my cabin. I'll talk to you all later.
Okay, so Laurent is
Seriously
going to.
though, you think you can do other people?
Yeah, Laurent can do anybody.
Oh God, why did they give me a reply mail? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Laurent is going to put his helmet
Sorry, I
back
got
on as.
mail that seemed critical, and it's
Ah.
because it came from my insurance people, and it appears to just be a survey.
Yeah, so Laurent's gonna put his helmet back on as like his face is starting to like
I don't think
ripple
I need
and
to
like
complete the survey.
go
I'll
back
ask
to
my
normal.
boss about it later.
But he still has the cigarette in his mouth.
Yeah, of course. The cigarette's real.
Oh yeah, he's keeping it in there and he's putting his helmet over it. And so as he's puffing, it just goes through the holes and everything in the slit.
Do you
Alcar's
keep it
just
lit
like,
and keep smoking it, or do you put it out to use as a prop?
He doesn't know how to use
I don't think
it, so
Laurent's
I think
ever
he's just-
actually directly smoked before.
No, he hasn't, and it doesn't. I doubt it affects him in any way.
I mean,
So he's just
no,
puffing
that's why I was asking. It was
like it's nothing.
Yeah. Okay.
You have successfully separated the scale from the shield.
Yeah.
All right, anyone want it, or do we want to keep it on the shield?
Well, if you all decided it was best to put it on your shield, I'd say put it there.
Okay, cool. And he puts it back on the shield.
I'm not trying to run a dictatorship here.
Alrighty. Okay. Laurent. Attacks
Yes.
made with the shield deal an extra d6 radiant damage.
Extra d6. Okay.
You can expend a charge to cast. Actually, expend 2 charges to cast Hold Monster. So the same number of charges that you would spend for Draconic Protection. You can spend 2 of those right now to cast Hold Monster on whatever.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then there's a third bonus that I'll just simply send to you that I technically do need to reword.
Okay.
Plus, you can also spend 1 charge to cast Fireball. Yes, the spell for gold is Fireball.
Nice.
Let's fucking go. At least once he is going to fireball himself.
Okay.
Tradition.
Yep. Alrighty. I'll get you a rewritten version of what that other bonus does, but you won't need it for this session.
Sounds good.
Oh, good. I didn't miss anything. I walked away for a second because I was while we were talking, I went through a lot of my papers that I needed to go through, and had
Alrighty.
to dispose of a bunch of them.
Fair enough. The
One
remainder
of
of
which
your
required
trip.
shredding.
Is there anything any of you wish to do on the rest of your voyage to Brisbane?
No. Well, except for relay some of the information I got to Ma. Because first of all, ledger stuff. Obviously, that's going straight to Ma. I mean, come on. I mean, come on.
Mhm.
But also because, like, okay, come on. I'm practically salivating at the opportunity. It's ridiculous.
Mhm.
The stars are aligning for Alcar in a way he actually would prefer at this point.
And she does have a chuckle when you remind her of that she sent a bill to the arbiter of the Council of Wyrms.
Oh yeah, that's right. I need to. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to send Bill.
She sent a bill.
Yeah. Or I can't remember. Was that something I need to do, or was that something she just did
No.
before?
That was just something that Hephaestus mentioned in his arc in the ledger.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He reminds her of that, and she's laughing.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. So he's just like, yeah. So the opportunity is clearly exciting because there's an open seat and there's heavy consideration of filling it.
Mhm.
Whether or not there's additional seats that need to be filled, that's another problem entirely. But most importantly for Alcar, looks like she's highest on the list. Otherwise, why else would she be named first?
Mhm.
That would just be bad archiving. Ugh.
Yep.
But
Eventually,
obviously try not to look arrogant by pre-preparing an acceptance speech or whatever. I don't know what that looks like. Might not be a good look. But I mean, take that with a grain of salt. I ain't your PR manager.
Mhm. Eventually, you go through the familiar feeling of descent as you land in the water, and you out ahead you see the looming walls of Oceanic Command. Welcome to Brisbane. As you sit down
This
into the
looks
harbor.
suspiciously like the previous map.
Oh, but ignore that. I spent like a good 4 hours today finding a harbor entry map. I didn't find any island.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
I'm just like, hey, this looks like reused assets. But yeah.
As you approach.
Admittedly, I kind of picture this capital looking kind of like an oceanside version of that one building from Lord of the Rings. I can't remember what it's called. The one that has the big ass cliff that's like built into the structure.
Oh yeah,
Ministerial?
Minas Tirith.
Yeah.
That would be
The
more like
white one
Worm
with the
Ascendant.
yeah. Well, I was meaning more in the fact that it was that is white and has the big old thing.
Mhm. Yeah, and
I don't know what to
looming.
call it. It's an artificial cliff.
Yeah, looming at the entrance are two of those giant dragon construct statues with their glowing green eyes.
Haven't brought this out in a while. Alcar make sure that his credentials are out so that they so that they're cleared.
And as you go to turn into the entryway to enter the citadel, one of the griffin riders flies over and lands, uh, just asking for clearance before you enter the citadel.
What did he ask?
Clearance. You're a private merchant vessel. Why should they let you
Yep.
into a ordered naval
Yeah.
bastion?
Why should they?
Alcar holds out. Alcar pulls out his. Alcar pulls out his credentials.
Ah,
Knight Alcar of the Scaled Order. These are my subordinates, and this kindly merchant is someone is a boat we hired.
this vessel is a charter under your authority. Very well.
That is correct.
Welcome to Brisbane, Knight, and welcome to Oceana
you.
Command.
Thank you very much. Whatever
gives you
his
the-
rank, whatever his rank is, I can't.
It'd probably be a
rank.
knight. It would
Okay.
probably be a knight.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, Knight. Sir Knight.
He gives you the provided like docking information, like which slip you're
Yep.
assigned and all, and then flies back up. As Higgins navigates you in and ties you off. Well, now, this is a lovely place, it seems. Nice big port. Easy for big ships to dock in.
I've been in here personally. Read about it though.
That makes two of us. Well, you should probably go check in with your medical corps, with those ribs of yours, and take your time. I'll amuse myself and do some trading and unloading and exchange of goods and stuff here at port.
Sounds good. Hopefully things won't be as exciting as last time.
He chuckles. Hopefully, but must be careful speaking like that if you want it to have any truth to it. I'm not the most superstitious sailor, but
Fair
well,
enough.
be careful when saying things like that.
Sorry.
There's
Let's see.
a chance the big. There's a
Lights
chance
his
we're gonna be
pipe.
paying the big. Fair enough.
Equinox.
Take care, Higgins.
Equinox will turn to Laurent. While Solstice and Alcar are and Morthan, I guess. Well not I guess, but like and Morthan. But sorry. While Solstice and Alcar are getting medical care, we should go get rid of all those black dragon pieces and turn in the bounties. And there's also something I want to look for in the market.
Actually, I think we should hang on to the black dragon parts, see if we can't maybe use them to improve some of our equipment.
Oh, yeah.
Might be good to have the added defense. So we'll hang on to that stuff for now, but definitely go turn in that bounty for the. But definitely go turn in the bounties for the Legionnaires.
I also don't.
Definitely
Also
do that.
out of character, I don't see any reason not to sell like the horns and the meat and the claws.
Yeah, the meat.
And the fritters.
First of all, it's better to
the-
have First of all, it's better to have Alcar do those because Alcar could probably find better prices.
Well, yeah, maybe we're not worrying about that. We're just getting them sold for the prices that the DM told us we could sell them for. Like,
yeah, and it would be fun to see that group try and haggle.
The meat and the ivory statue and the black pearl are things that, unless you want the black pearl I don't know if either
First
the
of all,
pearl or the
sure.
statue are things Morthan needs for material components for high level spells.
First of all, I'm pretty sure Alcar was hanging on to those because.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure those were supposed to be full party treasures.
I found them as a result of. Result of a cartel thing, and I.
Yeah,
and
but
I,
I'm pretty sure they
I
were
was
supposed
gonna,
to be treasure for the party because like it was for defeating that encounter.
Yeah.
DM?
It is just the sort of loot. It's not specific cartel loot. It's just
fair
loot.
enough.
I'm also trying to
found.
avoid the party being at odds over things. Like,
Yeah.
All good.
like we should in future we should make it clear when loot is like party loot.
Fair enough.
Brad.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Because I was primarily going to try to sell that stuff in a way that makes sure it gets back to the cartel, where it belongs.
Yeah.
Or at least that's what I assumed it was.
Well,
Other
we
than
can
that,
say that like Alcar comes back for the selling, but
Gold
we just-
Division was going to be a different matter entirely.
we're selling the loot. That is a thing that is
Yeah.
happening as part of this stop.
Loot, loot.
Yeah.
Scoot, loot, loot.
So, Laurent, Morthan and Equinox. Where do you go to sell
Let's take care of the
14 pounds of dragon meat?
let's take care of the bounties first, and then we can do the
Okay.
black markety
Yeah.
stuff with the person who knows black markety stuff.
Okay.
And then, so yeah, how many bounties did we have? I wasn't keeping track because I forgot that was a thing.
Let me see if I can find the page.
I wish I kept track.
I forgot it was a thing.
It was one.
Like, I was keeping track of making sure we were collecting stuff for the bounty, but I didn't actually keep track of how many we were collecting.
One. I think only one.
No, we
I think it's only one.
I feel like we defeated more.
You defeated more than that, but they weren't legionnaires.
Oh yeah.
No, there was.
They were cartel members. You can check and see if there are any bounties on the mercenaries you killed.
Yeah, but didn't we collect bounties for the guys that I poisoned way back when in Singapore? Or not Singapore.
Portugal?
Yeah, you already got the
Portugal.
ones. Wait, actually, no, you
No, we
wouldn't
never
have gotten
turned
the
in those
bounty for the
Portugal
ones
ones.
in Europe. Because
Yeah.
you haven't been to an order installation yet.
Exactly. It's been a while. That's why we have a lot.
Plus, weren't there some legionnaires at the cartel place?
No, not at the cartel place.
Oh, okay.
There was one from Singapore plus
all
an outpost's worth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless they also have a standing bounty for dragons.
Oh, well, actually, that's right. The dragon was a legionnaire, technically speaking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't know if they have a separate bounty class for dragons.
You get 50 for the legionnaire. You killed Singapore adjacent.
Okay, I'll keep track of
The
this and
regular
type
guy.
it all in a minute.
Okay. And then for the black dragon, you'll get, we'll say 400. And then we'll say here. For the outpost, you fully cleared out an entire outpost.
Mm-hmm.
So for taking out the outpost itself, like the physical installation, because that's a major thing. Well, let's say that bounty is 500.
Yeah.
What is your major malfunction?
And then we'll say
The
there
rumors are
is-
already persistent. I'm not worried about rumors coming around because they're just going to be like, oh, these are signs that an outpost was taken out. And most people are going to think that we're just reporting that the outpost was taken out. And even if people figure out that we're the ones that actually did it, the rumors are already out there that the cult did a thing.
Yep.
Which is what I primarily wanted.
Yeah, that'd be all. Yeah.
And currently, all reliable information sources are currently selling that story.
There was a lot of trash in that pile.
That was all under your bed.
There's empty cardboard.
All right.
Let me divide that. Divided by 5 is 190.
plus hundo 90.
Mhm.
Is that what it was?
And then
190
we'll
each.
say
That's just
250 total for all the mooks at the listening post. And then we'll just okay, so one second. Uh, and then another 20 each for everyone for the head guy at the listening post you got.
20 each.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
already divided.
So yeah, it's already divided. So the 190 plus 50 plus 20.
Okay.
All right. And any special considerations for the dragon?
Yeah, that one was 400 gold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know that for certain.
While we're waiting for Alcar to get back, I would like to see about purchasing winged boots.
Do that.
According to the crafting menu, they are 1,000 gold. I don't know if we want to go with that or not.
I don't mind pooling resources if that's what
I
we want to do.
have the money myself. I've been saving up.
I know.
For
I
this.
keep forgetting that you literally have more gold than everybody by nature of having 2 characters.
And because I don't have much to spend the money on.
Yeah. Most of the time when I have more gold.
Where is our cheese equinox?
I have like way more money than I need. I have like
Oh, yeah, that's
I
right.
have like
You owe them
1,800
cheese.
gold currently.
Yeah, we'll say that it cost 1,000.
Okay.
Yeah. I just remembered the Morthan's right. You owe them cheese.
Yeah, I owe them cheese.
That would be like 2 gold, 3 gold.
Okay, I'll buy them. I'll
Okay.
buy them 5 gold worth of cheese.
5 golds worth of cheese.
Like just a
500
single
cheese.
giant cheese
worth
wheel, or like a
cheese.
basket of assorted
Or-
cheese.
A basket of assorted cheeses.
Okay, you
A
have 5
tiny
gold worth of-
throne made of cheese.
You have 5 gold
for
of
more than
additional assorted cheese.
Cheese for the cheese god.
cheese for the cheese throne.
How does this happen?
Equinox when
cheese
she
keep
hands
will be
the
surrounded by the
when
that
she-
is protected by the moat of Velveeta.
when Equinox hands the cheese to you, she's just like, what have I gotten myself into?
Laurent cares not for where the cheese flows, only that he does.
Ooh.
Now
Okay,
you
cheese
just got me
alcoholic.
picturing Laurent just like eat a bunch of cheese, go into combat, get stabbed in the stomach, and then just being like, and then just like when the sword comes out, just like liquid cheese just pouring out.
Release
of the stomach
the
wound.
cheese.
And they're just and Laurent just going like, ah, sweet.
Cheese whiz.
Yeah.
Ah, cheese whiz.
Yeah.
Also,
how's,
just
how's-
so you know, Brad, that is my 3rd attunement slot.
Okay.
So, how's our dearly departed medical required personnel?
They effectively poke healing potions down both of you and use clerical blessings to heal your ribs.
Yeah.
And they do make note that a copy of this file will make its way into your file, and that it will be that it will be made note in the medical archives, in your medical records at headquarters. So you're both like, okay, and then it dawns on you like 10 minutes later as you're walking out.
Yeah, no.
Oh, dear.
I imagine it dawned
That
on
means
Alcar immediately, and he's
First
just
is
like,
going to find out.
and he's just thinking to himself, sounds like good reason to stay out of Worm Ascendant for a while. That sounds like a good reason to stay out of headquarters for a while. I don't know. What do you think, Solstice?
I mean, headquarters is a lot of people, so I wasn't planning on going back there unless we had to anyways.
Yeah. It's not the people I'm worried about, it's Ursula.
Ursula.
Yeah, she probably would be really upset at us. Not like it's
Mhm.
our fault.
You went and got ribs broken?
makes
Not
my-
like it's our fault.
I know, but like she makes my let me put it she makes my ma look downright look downright abandoning. She is so clingy and worry-warty.
Very much, you could say a mama bear, and all the
Yeah.
order people are her little
Her cubs.
cub.
They're her cubs. There's been a bear sighting not far away from my house.
Fun.
Yeah. Black bear, so I'm not worried.
Hmm.
They skittish at people.
Mm-hmm.
And just so you know, by the way, I have the absorb magic thing for being a demi dragon, so I can do that over the next long rest, and I can just fly naturally.
Yeah. All right.
She flies now.
She
So,
will fly now after the next long rest.
They fly now. They fly now.
They fly now. They fly
Oh.
now.
Because
Don't
that
think
was
we got any
such
reason
a
to go to
new
Worm
thing.
Ascendant lately.
It was a
No,
funny
not
scene,
until you
though.
go to Europe to deal with the European worms.
Well, it's gonna be fine. We're just gonna get the.
Mhm.
Well,
So-
let's go meet up with the rest of the crew. See if we can't go get our equipment checked out for upgrades with all the stuff we collected.
Alrighty.
What do you think about rocking black scale mail?
That would be pretty cool. That would look pretty cool on you. Purple and black look good together.
I was asking
Not
about you, actually.
Not as good as purple and gold. Those are pimp colors.
Solstice just like cocks his head at Alcar. I think my own scales provide plenty of defense, actually.
But what
True.
if you had twice as much?
True, but think of the message it says. Last guy who called me the bad word got turned into a jacket.
I was trying to be polite. I don't exactly want to wear the scales of another dragon.
Yeah, that is kind of like some Hannibal Lecter type of bullcrap going on.
Little
I think it's been
Chainsaw
made clear
Massacre.
multiple times that Alcar is a low-key psychopath. He is consistently hungry and wants to eat after combat encounters.
yes. He is the lunch?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Everyone else sees a guy get disemboweled, cry out as he tries to collect his spilled organs, and Alcar's just like, I am starving.
Work up an appetite doing that.
Yeah, exactly. I've dropped a lot of hints that Alcar's a low-key psychopath. He's like, I'm not going to dispute claims that he's a psycho.
He's just a little bit crazy.
He's just professional about it. He's like, to each their own.
You all eventually, reconvene.
I actually
Within
can't
the-
remember if scale mail actually
Scale mail is medium, technically.
is that something. No, I gotta do like
You're
light.
broke. You need light unless you want to spend like genius for it.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
And even then, scale mail imposes disadvantage on stealth, I think.
Yeah. I want armor that I can still flavor as being able to be hidden by Alkar's snazzy ass attire.
Or just make it just as equally snazzy attire, like a dragon skin cloak.
Yeah, like like my duster. That's like my idea of having my trench coat be
A
made
black
out of dragon
dragon
leathers.
leather coat.
Wait, so does this mean
Exactly.
that the only viable candidate once again is Laurent?
Well, no, you can make it into a coat instead of into a suit of armor.
Yeah.
Oh, a coat?
A cloak, duster.
Get Laurent a cloak made out of dragon leathers.
Yes, a coat of many colors. You can be just like that one guy from Broadway.
Or just crazy quilt. You can scream something about seeing. You can scream something about seeing colors, but only seeing colors.
What would a
first,
quilt-like style,
So
textile
like
made of
24601, got
leathers
it.
look
Okay.
like?
first of all, if we're talking iconic leathers, it would literally look like a quilt, just leather.
Yeah, like okay, it would be very colorful, but like a leather quilt. What?
First of all, I feel like a quilt like that would be nothing short of a power play by whoever owns it. like, damn right, I got leathers from dragons, and I made it into a quilt.
And I'm dragging these nuts across your face.
Yo! Yo!
Whoa!
You just got roasted!
That came out of nowhere.
Maddie, no, it didn't.
Okay, who had 5 weeks on how long it took Maddie before she made a joke like that? Who had 5 weeks on that?
I had week 1.
Was that building up in your system, Maddie? You just couldn't keep it in any longer, and you had to
I
let it out?
deadass thought I made more of those jokes in this group. But I guess not in this campaign.
I feel like she had. It's just that it wasn't
I
as
think it's
notable.
been a little while. Like building up in your system, you needed to let it out.
They're always
Yeah.
built up in my
Anymore.
system, man.
Yeah.
Couldn't keep it contained any longer.
Yeah. So, come on down. Meet up with the group. See what we can have the smiths work our stuff into, or the taxonomists or whatever. Whatever you need. The armorers. That's what I'm looking for.
Taxidermy.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize we were gonna have like just a statue of
using
this guy.
the wing membranes and
Listen. A taxidermy of a dragon would also be a terrifying power move, especially when you realize that this is also a necromancer's lair.
But what if it's done poorly?
the meat you can't really use anything other than selling for. So is
Can
there
we
any-
eat it?
Obviously, that's not being brought up. Because
Laurent?
I'm pretty sure. Because I'm pretty
We
sure
have
most
dragon
people
meat
would
to
think we
eat.
look. Because
We
I'm pretty
do.
sure most people would think we look like psychopaths for carrying that around.
Let me just carve my black dragon sirloin real quick.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
we're looking
Anyone
for a
wanna
top
buy
sirloin.
Cut of sentient
Exactly.
being.
We need to get it directly from the source.
Yes.
Fresh T-bones, come and get your black dragon T-bones.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
I've
curious
mentioned
as the
before,
taste.
I've mentioned before, Alcar is going to have to explicitly go after, like, the rich people who don't know what to do with their money.
Do we have any tri-tips?
The middle class people that don't know what to do with their money or how to sensibly spend it.
Listen, if I go after the rich people, I can charge more. And they won't even blink.
Does anyone wish to do anything with the horns, remaining claws, remaining teeth, the frills, the extra scales?
Or
you can just sell them for monies.
Yeah.
Remaining scale.
Do you guys want additional armor? Do you want additions to your armor? Do you want friggin' do you just
I
want
probably want some additions to my arm.
I don't know, maybe.
I would like to make puppet form more durable.
what do
I do have a plan for that, Spencer. I do have a plan for that.
all right.
Stay
Wow.
tuned.
We'll
On the next episode
we'll
of-
give it on the 48th episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Morthay finally gets his cloak upgraded after 30-something plus sessions.
This
But will
this
it not be? Will it be enough to defeat Vegeta in Ultra Blue Super Saiyan 4?
I don't know, but Alcar managed to convince Hercule Satan that it was a good idea to invest in crypto.
Oh,
Nobody
They,
knows if Alcar was actually trying to do a business endeavor or if he was just trying to screw Hercule out of a lot of money.
they craft a cloak from the wing membranes and 5 units of the black dragon scales. It's a basic cloak that will say adds +1 AC and reduces acid damage by 3.
Ooh.
Ooh. Delightfully devilish, Seymour.
Excellent. Do I pay someone for that, or is that just a thing I get?
We'll say 400 gold.
Fair enough.
Laurent, did you want to use the other scales for armor enhancement?
Yes, please.
Okay, so use the remaining 13 minus 5 is what? 7? Not 8. It's 8. I can math. I can math.
Yes, math tastes good.
The remaining 8 units of black dragon scales on like bits of your armor, like over gaps and things like reinforcements and then things like that. Same deal. +1 AC minus 3 acid damage. So whenever you take acid damage, you reduce it by 3.
Hell yeah.
So unless you all have a specific idea what you want to do with the other stuff, I'm assuming you just sell it
Mhm.
for the pre-prescribed amount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As you are coming out of the armorer inside the
It's also worth
fortress.
pointing out I already had Alcar's cloak kind of black and leathery looking, so so the look fits.
Yeah, now it's dragon leather.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Uh,
worth mentioning the wing
you are-
membrane. That it's the wing membranes, which are like yellowish.
Eh,
Whatever.
leather dyes exist.
What happens? What horrible thing befalls us when we leave?
Not a horrible thing actually. You are approached. I don't have a token for this person. Approached by a lanky an individual in reddish regalia, but not order red. Would you happen to be the what's up? No, that's not how it's one second. DM is buffering.
Time.
Did you know that
Ah,
in
there you
Central Asia? Oh,
Oh,
the skill
finish.
tips screen ended.
The loading screen ended before we could finish reading the loading screen.
I love to.
Yep.
I
Reading
do
the
actually
loading
love
screen
to
hit.
imagine that if our adventure was a game, that it's literally like every time the loading screen pops up, it's just like a little picture of Morthan next to a text blurb of,
Yeah, like a
of some
little
facts.
like a little drawing of Morthan like reading through his book, like a little
Yeah.
chibi drawing in the corner.
Yeah,
You
it's just
like at the start of the like maybe the loading animation is him flipping through his book.
Ah, there you are. Would you happen to be the group of assorted individuals that Commander, not Commander, that High Smith Troctor met in the northern reaches?
Oh yeah, Tractor. That guy was cool.
Ah, excellent. How fortuitous meeting you here.
Alcar is a little more is a lot more disheveled at the idea that this guy knows who Troctor is and that we met him.
I have been sent by him to collect some information for a package he is preparing for you all. If you would be so kind, as he pulls out a tailor's tape measure and he gestures off to the side, like out of the main thoroughfare. This won't take long.
Alrighty then.
The tailor proceeds
This
to
went
get
way differently than Alcar expected.
I imagine Alcar and Solstice like sharing a glance of like if he tries to do anything, we can just beat him up.
Yeah. Like Alcar was immediately thinking like oh shit, this guy's with Ares. This is gonna turn into a thing, and then it's like quickly turning into not a thing.
I mean,
no,
I'm pretty
he's
sure
just the
Tractor
tailor
works for
that works for
Ares.
Tractor.
I'm pretty sure Tractor worked for Ares, didn't he?
Yes, yes he does. That's why I was immediately nervous.
No. This is just the tailor that works for Tractor that gives him all the measurements for all the armor he crafts
Yeah.
and other such things. The tailor proceeds to get all of your measurements.
Yeah. So what?
As he-
How is Tractor doing these days?
He seems quite jovial. You spoke at great lengths of some assistance you rendered him at the volcano. I do not know what he was speaking of, but he has been in great sorts and has been working on a bit of a side project. I do not know what it is, though.
He was a lot happier about us blowing the top of that mountain than I expected.
Well, I mean, you did save him lots of manual labor.
Yeah. True, but at the same
was-
time, Alcar didn't even consider that was what was going on. He was too busy trying to not die.
The fire giant was hand mining pails of ore, and then you just
Yeah.
basically turned on the faucet, and you're like, "Oh, that
I wanna
also
po-
works."
I want to point out Alcar is normally quite good at recalling minute details and stuff like that. He's very encyclopedic in how he likes to collect knowledge and things he's learned about people.
Mhm.
But I imagine that whole interaction was from Alcar's point of view is he kind of remembers screaming something about don't mention it and then but mostly remembers trying not to die and being very exhausted afterwards. mostly flashes mostly his own internal monologue that was every swear and curse in the book.
And don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, and oh dear, that's hot.
Yeah, exactly. Followed by a bit of confusion when a gold dragon came in to save our asses, but was not gonna question it.
Yep. Your measurements are all taken.
Yeah, it's probably fine. It's
Mhm.
probably fine. We need to be in good graces with this guy's boss anyway. So
Mm-hmm.
And then
And I
he
can identify whatever
bids you adieu.
and I can identify whatever he sends us so that we So that if it's cursed, we know about it. I think no, wait,
Yeah.
identify doesn't reveal curses.
Either way, I currently don't believe we have any reason to worry about Ares. I mean, he's not really the subtle type. It's more of a. I'm pretty sure if we caused him a problem, either he'd come here himself, or he'd send what's his britches, the guy who looked just as angry as he does. I forget
The
his name.
Conquest Paladin.
Yeah,
Horrific?
him. Yeah, him.
Mhm.
I like to imagine that Alcar also kind of forgot his name.
I mean, you met him
Like it'll
once,
come to
and he was scary
it'll come
guy
to him
that
later.
he was beheading other scary guy, and then telling you to mop up the rest of the work. And oh, by the way, stay away from the mountain.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then he was gone.
Exactly. I kind of like I like to picture it's like when you don't remember like an actor you know,
Mhm.
but like it comes to you later.
Mhm.
You know, bothers you for like the next couple hours until out of nowhere he just goes he just shouts that guy's name. He's like, "That's who I was thinking of."
Mhm. The tailor bids you adieu.
Farewell. Tell Tractor we said hi.
Will do.
And that we wish him well.
All right, you are inside the Leviathan class Naval Citadel in Brisbane, Australia.
How much gold did we get out of the other stuff?
The other stuff you got 364 each.
364.
Alcar consults his notes from the map of dragons. Ignis may be found on this continent.
Yeah.
The bulk of the desertness of this continent
Outback?
is hers. Yep, basically
The
all
Outback
not
Steakhouse.
not green lush part on the coastline is Ignis's. Hephaestus has like the eastern seaboard and along the northern bits where it's more lush and green and tropical, plus the southwest corner tip. The rest is Ignis's.
All right.
So the bulk of the continent belongs to her. What do you do now?
Well, first of all, let's collect some local information. Let's go to the head information office and
I'll be right back.
see what they know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You like a local
like they've got to have an intelligence office.
in the order or just the regular locals?
Yeah, in the order.
Okay.
Because listen, this is a massive worm. This is a
Yeah.
massive order
Yep.
citadel. There's no way they.
No,
there's
they do.
a pretty
I
good
was
chance they
wasn't sure if
have
you
info on
were going for ONI or you were going for local like 411 kind of.
Yeah. First of all, I got clearance. We got. I've got 2 brands of clearance. I got night clearance and I got letter from the big boss clearance. I'm good.
Yeah.
I can do whatever I need to do what Gold Dragon Man says.
You're more looking for ONI and not local 411.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
You go to the intelligence office.
Yeah. Based on
you do
the
have
time
to
you've
get
given me, it looks like
a
evening.
letter. You do have to use the letter and your identification to get access because this is like extremely classified building kind of.
Yeah, exactly. I imagine at this point Alcar had already practically turned the thing into a badge that he can pull out at a moment's notice.
Mhm. And it's basically like letter of merit almost kind of a thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Only
Listen,
instead
if
of
there's one thing,
privateering, it's
listen, the inside breast pocket of my coat is now getting positively packed with the different kinds of ID I have now. It is
like
great.
IDs. There's my passport, and there's my badge, and there's my
There's
letter of clearance.
yeah, there's my letter of clearance. Here's my official card and title as official ambassador of the Council of Order, or of the Council of Wyrms. Here's my thing. Here's my ambassadorial title for the whatever the forget the term. That's annoying considering the kind of
Cartel.
character I am. The fake business. The
for the cartel.
the front. That's what it's called.
Mhm.
Yeah, the front business. Yeah, he probably doesn't actually have an immediate identifier that he's cartel because, well, I mean, frankly, just kind of look at him.
Yep.
Like I don't want to I don't want to throw Alcar under the bus that hard, but I mean, come on.
Mhm.
Little racist, but I mean,
I just don't want to assume.
So a lot
yeah,
of
no,
these
exactly.
aren't directed to a various aisle with the different reports and things.
Yeah.
I assume you all split up to try and search more papers.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen splitting up in a library? I said out loud, knocking wood.
Mhm.
Tempting fate. This library is a mimic.
I definitely have at least one mimic.
Dad?
Morthan. I'm just picturing Morthan his puppet grabs a book, the book's pages open, and a tongue launches out, grabs onto the book of Morthan, and he goes, "Dad?" as he gets pulled in.
Oh, great. People make investigation checks.
Investigators. Use my magnifying glass, because why not?
That is an intelligence-based check. Plus 5. 8.
And Alcar 20s, of course.
Said
That
investigation.
freaking cackle.
Wait.
That was such a
Wait a
good
second.
cackle, Joey.
Alcar, why'd you roll twice, Alcar?
I used my magnifying glass.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yeah, you did that.
Yep. I was a little like,
The first roll would have been sufficient, but
yep.
had to check for crit.
That cackle.
By the way, of course I have a cackle. It's the only way I know how to laugh anymore.
Morthan, you get sidetracked as you see
There's so many new books here.
a clearly misplaced book that someone must have just been reading while they were waiting for reports or something like that, and set it down, and it got mixed in with all the intelligence reports and archived. You're reading a encyclopedia of Australian wildlife, all the horrible, terrible things that could happen to you out in the outback.
I imagine because it wouldn't be Australia without it. He also, the very first page he opened on the book, crawled out a freckin' massive huntsman spider.
Why not?
Did you know that saltwater crocodiles and tiger sharks sometimes get along? However, this is only in the midst of a whale corpse, where the both of them can continue eating without needing to intrude on each other's territories.
It's just not Australia without those unreasonably massive huntsman spiders.
Did you know that they banned a Peppa Pig episode in Australia because it said, "Hey, don't hurt spiders, and you can hang out with spiders. Spiders are your friends."
Yeah, I can see why Australia would be like, no, bad.
No.
We kill the demons down here.
First of all, do you know how many of those things in Australia could put you in the hospital, like, immediately? If
I'm
you're
pretty sure
lucky?
all of them. I'm pretty sure
Many.
all of them.
Weirdly,
Am I
though,
all
not
of
the
them?
huntsman spider I've been mentioning. Like that thing is absolutely massive, but it actually, for the most part, is not going to hurt you.
Mhm.
In fact,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
think its venom actually hurts you as bad as you'd think it would.
It's probably the only thing on the continent that is docile.
It's fun. While still being venomous, I should point out. Don't get me
Because of
don't,
course it
because
is.
the other thing that is super docile is the koalas, but that's because they too dumb to know anything else.
Yeah,
Also, they're
Still,
only
really
docile. Also, they're
Day.
only docile while they're asleep, and when they're awake, they just freaking scream.
They're so
Australia is home to
cute.
2 types of funnel web spiders. First, there's just the Sydney funnel web spider, which used to be the previously most venomous form of spider, but then there's a new spider called the Newcastle Big Boy, which is just the Sydney funnel web, but more deadlier.
But bigger.
And that too.
Just
what
it
I
is
was
literally
distracted
Big
twice
by.
the
boy.
size of the Sydney funnel web.
Equinox is distracted by Morthan's reading of this tome of all the terrible and horrible things that can happen to you in Australia.
Also,
Equinox
the
is
big ass spider
Equinox
that
is
crawled out of it.
Equinox is filled with a mixture of fascination and horror.
Yeah.
Kangaroos
Don't
have been
forget the
known
big
to
ass.
put dogs in headlocks.
Dear God.
My favorite fact: sometimes kangaroos are known to. If you find a kangaroo sitting in a body of water, don't approach it. It will drown you. That is its intent.
Koalas are so mentally stunted that they cannot identify their one food source unless it is attached to the very same branch.
Wow.
Just baby.
That is a true fact, and it's one of the
This-
reasons why I'm convinced that koalas are trying to become extinct.
They're just babies. Leave them alone.
They
I
also
can't-
can you can also contract chlamydia from them.
Yes, you
Because
can.
of course you can.
Yep. I forget which. I think which of my microclass I was thinking. I was like, yeah, you can get chlamydia from koalas. So have fun explaining that to your spouse that you got an STD from interacting with koalas.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Anyway.
yeah. So anyways, they got distracted because of a book of why Australia is the greatest country.
Cool fun facts.
Self-disgusting, but I'll get back to that in a second. Laurent finds a newspaper ad for book club being hosted by a brass dragonborn Ignis the Storyteller.
Is that Steve Irwin?
Oh my God, I know him.
Book club will be meeting in a few days from now. I haven't decided where. In enough time for you to get there for book club.
Yeah.
Yes. Book club. Book club. Book club.
It's outside of Brisbane in the desert. A short jaunt, but not very far.
Yeah. We got friends that can get us there.
Exactly.
Big scaly friends.
It looks like this was a big ad.
Yeah.
Come join in book club.
So what unreasonably precise information did Alcar find?
Get to that in a second.
You found his social security number.
I think Ignis is a she.
You found her social security number.
Solstice finds reports detailing confused bewilderment from whoever the investigating, the reporting agent was, that the local brass great worm seems to be, for reasons unknown to them, have gotten bored recently and has decided to start hosting extravagant literary parties. Come and discuss it's like book club, but upscaled to like a dragon event kind of. Like come far and wide to. I guess more like a convention.
He sees that and he just
Like Comic-Con
he
or
sees that
something.
and just kind of laughs. Morthan is
Run-
gonna love this.
by a brass dragon.
Morthan
Big
is
international convention.
He.
Unfortunately, the convention was a month ago.
Dang.
You
Well,
you
now we
find
know
some
why they was
follow-up
busy.
notes about various things that were happening at this very large literary convention. And you're seeing an attached note describing lots of the different things that happened, and it's signed Nira Selikir, archivist. Apparently, the convention was big enough that the head archivist of the order attended, whether
Hello,
on quote,
archivist.
official business, close quote, or just as a literary aficionado, you do not know.
Huh.
But yes,
What's the archivist's name?
Alcar, you proceed to find an extravagant list of various details of past meetings and conventions and other literary and storytelling events hosted by Ignis. And it's a veritable, like, who's who. You see, like, local politicians, merchants, businessmen, even order members, and you are shocked at that the variety of people coming for these events.
Holy shit, that's my Aunt Jemima.
And Jemima
Yeah.
from the syrup commercials.
Yeah.
Syrup.
I just love to imagine that like one of the names on the list he's just like holy shit, I didn't know they were that's like realizing that's a family member of his and he's like I didn't know they were into books.
I didn't know they were still alive.
I didn't know they could. It's just like I didn't know you could read. It's just,
Even cousin Jeffrey,
yeah.
your cousin Jeffrey,
Yeah. Alcar's like
is one of these.
Jeffrey. I didn't know Jeffrey could read.
Went to the convention and everything, disguised
Yeah.
as insert character.
Yeah. He's just like, didn't know he could read, and then he gets to a point. And he's like, signed up for the erotica book club. Okay, no, that makes sense. That makes much more sense.
You find too much detail, not much of it. You spend painstakingly long sifting through it as you're walking back to the group, hearing more fans regaling of yet more Australian critters and the perils that can befall you. As Laurent comes running up, waving what looks to be a flyer advertising book club, while Solstice smirks up with an ad with a description of a recent convention. You all
So-
reconvene.
So apparently apparently it looks like they're hosting a lot of literary aficionado get-togethers. A lot of big names on this, actually. Some of the names on here actually surprised me. What'd the rest of you find?
Something about a convention that was held about a month ago. For
Matches up with what I found.
I found a book on Australian wildlife.
Equinox
I got a book club.
looks up from the book as well. It's both fascinating and horrifying.
Did you know that a
Helpful,
baby
but we're
kangaroo, when born, is smaller than the tip of your finger?
helpful, but not what we're looking for. What about you, Laurent?
I found a book club.
Let me see that.
Yep.
Brass Dragonborn.
Ignis the Storyteller.
So that's like our Ignis, right?
I believe
It's the
so.
same name.
It's the same name. Dragons are known to be shapeshifters when they get old enough, and the same colors. Like, I mean, the shoe.
If the shoe fits.
If the shoe fits, knock someone out with it. Another reason I keep I insist that Alkar's low-key a psychopath. Every single one of the common sayings he says seems to be corrupted by unnecessary violence. When life gives you lemons, squeeze it into your enemy's eyes.
Did your mother throw a chocolate shoe at you?
No.
Well, then what do you mean knock someone out with a shoe?
Have you done that before?
It sounds like some cultural context here. Is your
Are you
mother
okay
a
at home?
Latina?
I think we established Alkar is not that.
Come on,
But
man.
anyway.
We need our Latinas, dude.
We are on a quest to find them.
Well, looks like this is the only lead we got, so I guess we got no choice but to follow it. Because it's either that or try to convene at a convention that's already over and won't be attending a new one for another. What does it say? What is the reasonable assumption? Like next year?
Probably.
Probably.
All right, so it
Brad?
sounds like you all are. Oh, I had to move away. I heard some of that, but not all of it. It sounds like you all are planning to go to a book club meeting.
Apparently.
Yes.
Because it's either that or try to attend a convention that's probably, I'm assuming based off Alkar's information, is probably not attending again happening
least a few
again
months.
for another year.
There are probably other ones that might be in a few months, but you're not seeing anything on
We're
it.
kind of on a bit of a crunch.
Yep. But book club. So yeah.
So guess we're attending a book club.
We'll say it's in a couple days.
My favorite.
Morthan, you're probably gonna have to take the lead on this one. What do you know about book clubs?
Shall I recount my endless knowledge on book clubs? Or is this something I have to roll for?
You can just recount your endless knowledge on book club.
Well, you see, the book club started as a get-together, if you would, for multiple people to read a singular book in which people would then discuss their thoughts and feelings about the book. This is a good way to help facilitate criticism about a specific novel in question, and whether or not they should continue reading it. You could also do it for the fun of it.
First of all, wasn't it evening?
Sure.
Okay, I imagine Alcar just kind of like looks at what he's done and just kind of has that I hate myself look, and he just kind of looks at everyone else and just kind of gestures everyone to follow him as they all just kind of go as they just kind of head to quarters we could get provided by the place while Morthan's still prattling on about book clubs.
Mhm.
Equinox is just happily listening.
Yeah. I just like to imagine that it gets to the point that Alcar literally falls asleep to Morthan's prattling.
We're doing
Is
ASMR Morthan now.
It's the Morthan ASMR, which is probably going to make you have some weird dreams. I'm going to tell you right now.
What that ASMR? Episode 7. The History of Book Club.
I'm just picturing Alcar slowly having an almost psychedelic dream of a formless entity just disgorging a bunch of boring facts towards him as Alcar desperately tries to escape. uh, uh, so, anyhow, I think that's a long rest.
Yeah. You long rest as you all think of how you all are going to handle book club run by a 2,000-year-old brass dragon.
It's not the dragon I'm worried about.
You're right.
It,
We haven't acquired the reading list for the book club, so we might not be on the same page as everyone else.
Mhm.
we'll bring our own reading list.
Well, I say a brass dragon because they're all, as a species, notably gregarious, and also this is one known for enjoyment and collecting of tales and stories and things. So,
Yeah.
oh boy.
Yeah. Alcar just says, we'll bring our own reading list. And he's like, it's like, because I imagine Alcar became, after the book club comment, I imagine he became a lot less concerned about the brass dragon and more concerned about Morthan. Realizing that they are going to dive headfirst into what is ostensibly Morthan's element. I imagine, so, all right, do we need to pick up any other supplies before we start heading out?
It's in roughly 3 days, but it won't take that long for you to get there. So you have some time you can spend in Brisbane, either just reading, so you have something to talk about at book club, if you wish, or
Alcar is not doing that.
doing
Aw.
other things, what have you.
I imagine Alcar probably uses the time to do some of his actual job.
Okay, well, Morthan is going to go on a journey to find a rare book because it is customary to do gift exchanges during book clubs.
When everyone
And Morthan
like
would
comes
prefer
out of
not to be the gift exchange.
when everyone like
in this book club.
comes out of the barracks for the in the morning, like at the beginning of the
Mhm.
morning, Equinox Equinox stays hanging in the tree, like pretending to sleep until everyone's there. Solstice jumps down and like makes sure everyone like collects. It's like
Yeah. I imagine Alcar just kind of looks at them and he's like, after all I'm surprised any of you can actually sleep in a tree given everything that Morthan was talking about in that book last night.
it's comfortable for us.
Oh,
That is
well, yeah,
man,
Equinox is currently sleeping like a marsupial at the moment.
Alcar just kind of is looking at the tree and he goes, "Damn, that is a big ass spider."
Equinox once everyone's there, she like opens her eyes and looks at you all. Oh, you're all here. Check this out. And she swings with her tail off the tree and starts flying. I figured out how how to absorb magic. So yeah,
Golf collapse.
Good. About damn time. I can't be carrying this team all the time.
Didn't you almost die last time? Well, half of us were still up.
Quiet before I
Yes, you
put a
did.
bookmark in you.
she lands on the ground. Of course, I can only do that some amount. I can't keep that up for very long. The enchantment will eventually fade.
Something's better than nothing. Just hope you don't make Solstice jealous.
I can't fly much better than him. I mean, even though I can stay aloft for longer, doesn't mean that she like tries to fly again and like and one of her wings like doesn't start flapping at the same time, and so she just face plants. See? Still learning.
All right. Well, seeing as nobody wants to go immediately to this book club, I'm gonna go.
I mean, it's not happening for a couple of days.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do that. You can't show
Oh,
up a
yeah.
few days early at someone's house.
I'm gonna go.
Kind of rude.
I'm gonna go do some.
Especially a dragon's lair.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know?
gonna go. I'm gonna go do. I'll be around. Meet back up in.
Probably that evening. You know.
They sound good. Evening sound good. Yeah. Yeah. Well. Later. And Alcar's just gonna head off to do his various, definitely not seedy, information gatherings. You know, finally do his actual job.
Well, he's doing
his
that.
original job.
Who all's going to go with Morthan looking for a rare book to exchange so that he is not the exchange?
Not Alcar.
I'll go.
Yay! Shapeshifter adventures again.
Let's go.
Equinox is going to practice flying.
All right. What's Solstice gonna do?
Stay with Equinox.
All right.
Keep an eye on her.
You all three part ways as you have a brief lull in the demands of your quest. The time you spent on the ship, notwithstanding, where you're just sailing from one place to another.
Well, I mean, he spent most of the last voyage quietly begging for death. So this is definitely an improvement.
Like actual R&R kind of. As Alcar goes off to do sneaky listening and stuff, and dragons practice flight, and Morthan and Laurent go off to find a rare book for book club.
I like to imagine
Equinox
that
slams into a
Alcar
wall.
I like to imagine that midway while Alcar was doing his usual seedy investigations, he was he caught himself realizing, I can't believe I missed this kind of mind-numbing work.
At one point in training, Equinox slams face first into a wall.
I just imagine like it's a montage of everybody going off their separate ways, the occasional intersections of people, like Alcar passing by the library while Laurent and Morthan are just vigorously looking through stuff. It's they see out the window. You see Solstice and Equinox kind of flying around. It shows like Alcar doing some sneaky listening to somebody. When you see just outside the window, he's near Solstice. Equinox slams face first into the wall. just constant cute little intersections.
Like a very
Little-
slice of lifey episode of the
Ve-
campaign.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And with that, I'll close for the night.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and end the recording now.